into next month. All right, one lap to green. They are skipping the qualifying. They are going straight into the race session. Looks like Blake Mosley will be starting at the front. Now, reminder, it is the first 1 to 50 wins, but damage is off, and it's just survival from here. If you have a favorite driver, shout them out. We'll try and get some in-car views from this insanity here tonight, and we'll see how things go. This ought to be a heck of a show. Looks like it's going to be Blake Mosley, then Corey Goodall, Chris Standridge, Doug Norton, Mark Dumont, Skylar Massey, Nick Frank, Drew Warren, Stephen Lindo, Derek Nearhood, Brian Mansfield, Tom Land, James Scruggs, Brett Carroll, and looks like Thanos and Patrick Coluccio are out here, but they are not currently on the track, so we'll see if they get back out here in a bit as well. And if you got a minute, go ahead and share the broadcast and let your friends and family see this the insanity that is about to unfold. Blake Mosley is going to lead him down. Pace truck is in. Green flag is in the air. Off into turn 1. It looks like the 52 is already out there in the outside wall. And let the games begin. As the 23 is backwards, the 999 goes flying. Several cars stuck on the outside wall. The 159, oh, he got a little bit loose coming through there. The 999 looks like Brett Carroll picked up a ton of spots. And Doug Norton, despite being involved in the first caution, was briefly in the lead. Now he is sideways. Drew Warren has moved up. He is currently in first now and trying to lay some laps down. There's actually only about half the field now is on the lead lap. Looks like Doug Norton is now stuck on the wall. Chris Standridge is backwards and collects the 270 or the 214. Stephen Lindo now backwards. Now it looks like Chris is going in reverse. Is he actually gonna? Corey Goodall is on his roof there. Looks like the Bandit there in the 159. Currently, Drew Warren is still in the lead and actually has almost the entire field a lap down now. So they're going to have to start targeting him before too much longer. He manages to get out from underneath. There are several cars sideways back there. And Drew Warren now has a target on his back. You got several cars out. It looks like we've got one up there just hunting him now. I do believe that was Skylar Massey. Yes, it was. It was stopped on the outside of turn 4. Thought he might be targeting the leader at this point. Corey Goodall was upside down earlier. He's back up in about 10th place. Doug Tyre Norton had to be towed off the outside or the inside wall, excuse me. He is back out there and a couple of laps down as well. He's down about 4 laps. Blake Mosley currently in 2nd place. He is only 1 lap behind the leader. James Scruggs is 3rd, same lap. Up there is James, almost got clipped again, but he is still moving forward. It looks like the 35 of Drew Warren finally got that target. Somebody got him, and the 96 just clipped him, and that's going to give Blake Mosley a chance to move back up into the lead. He started on the pole. He is now charging forward as we've got cars flying all over the track. And Blake Mosley manages to take the lead. Drew Warren is the only other person on the same lap. Now it looks like James Scruggs is also on the same lap. They've got 10 laps completed and several cars just going flying into the outside wall. There is the 96 and the 159. The 96 of Skylar Massey, he is currently in 10th place. You got, and he managed to turn the leader. See if he can recover some positions. He gets into the 52 of Doug Tyre Norton. Utter madness on the track. Let's see, where is Derek Nearhood? Derek Nearhood currently in 4th. You know what? Let's ride along. And let's just see what kind of insanity. There is Chris Standards to the outside. Derek manages to hold on. He is way down low. A fast lap around here is about 17.3, and I only think a few people have actually completed laps, as we've got the 91 of Tom Land going backwards. There's a 214 bouncing off the wall. That is the leader, Blake Mosley, right in front of him. Derek is currently 2 laps down to the leader, but he's made it almost 3 laps without being wrecked. That's truly impressive right now. Let's see, where's the 22 of Chris Standard? He is right there trying to get turned around, as it looked like that was Skylar Massey flying through the air. Oh, he collects Doug Norton, and here comes the 96. They get together. The 23, Blake Mosley still in the lead. He's got Chris Standridge closing in right behind him, and I don't think Chris is going to try and pass cleanly here. Chris is currently shown as 4 laps down. Blake Mosley, James Scruggs, and Drew Warren are the 3 cars on the lead lap. They've completed, looks like 16 laps each. But it looks like the leader, just got flipped and sent to the inside, and now having to drive out from underneath the 214. And looks like we've got 3 or 4 car battle back here. The 52, the 999. Oh, the 214 is getting turned around. Corey Goodall got sent again. I don't think Corey Goodall at any point tonight has made a full lap on 4 tires. He's actually only completed 3 laps so far. He has been in the air upside down more than anybody else. It looks like at this point he is just trying to help other people get turned back over. James Scruggs now in the lead. There is James. He is on lap. He has completed 19. He's on lap 20 now. And the only other one on the lead lap is Blake Mosley right there behind him. So these two are battling for first and second. But they come through a whole big old mess down there on the front straightaway. They managed to get through it pretty cleanly, actually. And we'll see if James can manage to get a couple of laps before he gets targeted. The 23 is still right behind him. They've got a car upside down in turns 3 and 4. Nope, he made it. And both of the lead lap cars get together. The 214 is spinning. There they go. They're back straight. And it looks like the 23 is trying to spin him. He's trying to reclaim the lead, but that looked like it hurt him because, no, he manages to get away clean. He actually took really good advantage of that. Blake Mosley did manage to spin the car of James Scruggs to the outside wall and collect several others, and he still got through that and managed to reclaim the lead. But I don't think Scruggs is going to let that stand for very long, as there's 2 cars upside down on the front stretch, 1 car upside down in turn 1, and I could be wrong, but I think that Corey Goodall is still on all 4 tires. He's actually completed 4 more laps. Let's see how long Corey Goodall can maintain his 4 tires. He has spent more time upside down than anybody else so far in this race. There's the 159 and Nick Franks stuck upside down. Chris Standridge comes through and tries to get him. Oh! And Chris is now backwards and just not giving a crap. He collects the 52 of Doug Norton, and the 96 gets him. The leader is Blake Mosley again. There is Blake. He now has a lap on the second place car of James Scruggs, but he also has the bullseye on the back, and he gets flipped over onto pit road. He is stuck upside down. No, he is not on pit road. If somebody doesn't flip him over, he's going to have to be towed. And that's going to put James Scruggs back on the same lap. And he should be taking the lead coming through here. And Derek Nearhood has reclaimed the lead lap as well, just over halfway, and we've got 3 cars on the lead lap. And then from there on back, we've got cars 1 to 2. Now we're down to 2 cars on the lead lap. It is just James Scruggs and the 40 of Derek Nearhood, and he's having to dodge the 95 right there. And, oh, they are going to get to the outside wall as there's a bunch of cars stuck. The 999 comes off pit road the wrong way. The 40 tries to take the lead by spinning the current leader of James Scruggs and ends up costing him coming through 1 and 2. I'm beginning to think we would be better off getting the production crew to come over here and just say anarchy repeatedly, because that's all this is utter madness and hilarity, and probably one of the greatest things we've seen, we've ever broadcast. James Scruggs still in the lead. He's got a 1-lap advantage now over Derek Nearhood and Brian Mansfield. Brian Mansfield now up to 3rd place. Blake Mosley still on pit road, so the dominating car so far tonight. Now 3 laps down, probably going to end up being more. And the leader gets into the 91 there. And he now has the target on his back. He is trying to avoid everybody. There's Corey Goodall going backwards again. Corey Goodall now has completed, let's see here. Oh, Corey Goodall's on pit road. Oh no, the leader got sent to pit road. Can he get back out without a black flag? That's going to be the question. Corey Goodall's now completed, the scoring's not telling me, about 20 laps. And James Scruggs manages to maintain the lead. Derek Nearhood in the 40 now back on the lead lap, but it's not going to help him. He is upside down. The leader should be coming back around any second. Here comes the leader, and Derek's still upside down, so James Scruggs continues to start lapping cars. Derek Nearhood now 1 lap down. Brian Mansfield in 3rd is 2 laps down. Drew Warren is now 3 laps down in 4th place. 5th place, Stephen Lindo, and 6th place, Blake Mosley, 4 laps down. That's a heartbreak for Blake. He was leading and actually had a couple laps on the field at one point, but when you're the leader here, you're a target. 17 laps, we should be 16 laps to go now. And the leader gets caught up. Now, where's the 40 car? Can he take advantage of it? Nope, he is still upside down, but the leader helps put him back right. Brian Mansfield in the 95. He's trying to reclaim. He got around him cleanly, so that should put him back to the lead lap and chasing the leader down for position. About 15 laps to go as the leader, James Scruggs, runs. Brian Mansfield in 2nd, Derek Nearhood in 3rd, but oh, now it's being targeted. It looked like the 35 car was actually aiming for him, and Corey Goodall just spun onto pit road. All right, where is, let's see, 2nd place Brian Mansfield. Let's find him and see how he's doing. Yep, he's right there. He is currently 1 lap behind the leader, and he's managing to stay clean at least for the moment. Derek Nearhood in the 40 car is in 3rd. They're going to have to target that leader and take him out very quickly, or they are not going to be able to reclaim enough laps. There's the 159 of Nick Franks right in front of him in the Bandits car, and a lot of looks like our leader was struggling to get off the turn. The 159 gets into the 91 there. 11 laps to go for leader James Scruggs at the moment. Why is nobody targeting him? You guys are going to have to get him. Brian, Derek, if you want a chance, you got to aim for him. Oh, Chris Standridge is listening to me. Good job, Chris. He gets up there and gets into the leader. The 159, Nick Franks, gets into the leader. The 22 of Chris Standridge. And here comes Corey Goodall on all 4 tires for once. Holy crap, let's see. How many laps has Corey completed now? He's completed about almost 30 laps, but I don't think that's going to last. Corey Goodall is now turning the leader. Corey manages to stay on all 4s, and the leader actually gets the 91. Oh, we've got several wrecks right up above it, but James Scruggs is still in the lead. Where is the 95 of Brian Mansfield? He is just ahead of him, just barely on the lead lap, trying to reclaim anything he can. Here comes the 35. He is the leader right now, and if he gets stuck in this, he does. Big wreck coming out of 4. Oh, and the 214 sends him up into the sky. That is giving the advantage to Brian Mansfield. Doug Tire Norton trying to give Brian a hand too. Brian stuck down there to the inside in that 95 Skittles car, I believe that is. Brian is trying to recover, trying to get back up there, get somebody else on the lead lap. He is just at the tail end of the lead lap as James Scruggs is still leading the race, but they held him up quite a bit. If Brian Mansfield can recover anything with 8 laps to go, should be 7 once James crosses the start-finish line. Where is James? What has happened? He is upside down. Brian Mansfield is going to take the lead. If nobody flips the leader over, Brian Mansfield will claim the lead. Yes, Brian Mansfield claims the lead. James Scruggs still sitting there to the inside. No, it looks like he finally got towed out of the way. But now the target is on Brian Mansfield. James Scruggs currently, there's several cars, only one car, 1 lap down now. James Scruggs, Stephen Lindo, Derek Nearhood, Blake Mosley, all just 1 lap down. There you see Blake Mosley go by. He is trying to reclaim a position. Stephen Lindo is now on pit road. I would imagine with no damage, that was just accidental. It is easy to spin into pit road here. 5 laps to go, and they threw a caution? What in the wild, wild world of sports is going on here? This is a surprise. Let's see what happens here. They are going to line back up. This would be an enduro race, JJ, and this is utter insanity. 5 laps to go, 4 laps to go. Looks like it is counting down, so they may end up. Pace car is on track, but these guys have not slowed down for it. We do know that Brian Mansfield is currently in the lead. I'll have to ask Mr. Standridge what this is. But currently Brian Mansfield is leading, and he has a 1 lap advantage over James Scruggs, Blake Mosley. They're not stopping for anything. Imagine Brian still has the target on his back. Yep, the 114 is trying to get to the outside and block him, and they're going to have help. Here comes the 999 pushing him down the front straightaway with 1 lap to go. Couldn't get him turned going into turn 1. 2 laps to go. I think the pace car came out by accident. I think that must have been a glitch of some kind, but 2 laps to go. Brian Mansfield is still a target. Last lap for Brian Mansfield. They will have to completely stop him for Blake Mosley, James Scruggs, and they are trying. You got several cars stopped. Here's the 20. Chris Standridge is down on the inside of turn 3 and 4. Can he stop the 95 of Brian Mansfield? The 114 moves down to block as well, but it's not going to be enough. Brian Mansfield wins the first Enduro of the season. And yes, folks, they are doing a season of this. And now the standard Outcast celebration commences. I don't know that the celebration is going to be much different than the race. Hopefully we'll get to talk to Brian here in a few moments. Brian is now upside down. Blake Mosley comes home second. James Crooks third, Derek Nearhead fourth, Stephen Lindo fifth, Drew Warren sixth, Doug Norton seventh, Chris Standridge is, and there we go, 3 cars into the air. Chris Standridge is 8th, Skylar Massey is 9th, 10th place is, oh man, yeah, that was some air. Somebody get Brian flipped over so you can wreck him some more. Come on, guys, get on it, pitter patter. Oh, they missed. It looks like the 214 is trying to get corrected just a little bit. Let's see if we can. Oh, there we go. Chris Standridge came along trying to help. Oh no, he towed. That's the end of that. And we've got Brian. Brian Mansfield, congratulations.
Thank you.
I managed to hold myself together until about 10 laps to go, but you know, that was just madness. You started in 11th. You were actually at one point like 4 or 5 laps down and managed to stay consistent there for a while and come back.
Yeah, it's like the old saying goes, work smarter, not harder. I had to let out some aggression. Had a good race in the 358s earlier, bad race in the sprint, so this was a good way to let out some frustration.
It definitely is, and to get the first win in these of the season's got to be definitely fun. Although the celebration afterwards lacks a little something when you can't destroy the cars.
Yeah. It's hard to destroy these street stocks. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. I tell all the new guys this is the most fun you'll have on iRacing.
I cannot argue that. I was laughing throughout the whole thing. That was a great race and a great show. And I do have to ask, it looked like Corey Goodall was almost never on 4 tires. I think he only completed like 20 some odd laps, less than anybody else.
Yeah, he got on his lid there, and some people we tried to help him flip over, but all he did was spin around.
Well, congratulations. Great way to blow off some steam and great finish.
Yeah, we just had Blake's my nephew. We just had to run him down and take him out. And we had a new guy, Scruggs. We just couldn't let the new guys beat us veterans tonight.
Yeah, that's a good call. And Blake, you're in here as well. Do you have a rebuttal for that? The target being on the new guy's back thing.
Nah, they had to flip me upside down to beat me. So
you did have the lead for a little bit, and at one point you had actually 2 laps on the field. But then when the target became on your back, they literally cars stopped to block the track to stop you.
yeah, the target was really on my back whenever I was upside down. I'm like, help! Nobody would help, so I had to tow. Yeah, I wish I had towed quicker. I might would have had a chance, but it is what it is.
Well, definitely a great way to finish the night out. Congratulations on the great second place finish.
Thank you.
All right, guys, congratulations. Go celebrate. Have a great night. All right, that was Brian Mansfield, Blake Mosley, and you heard Brian say it. They could not let a rookie win tonight. So definitely a great way. You heard Brian say they had to blow off some steam after the races, and no better way to do it than this. And they are doing the entire season of these. So get ready for more hilarity every Monday night. And don't forget to tune in tomorrow night at 7:30 Eastern for XCal Street Stocks. That's going to be one heck of a race coming to you. And then Wednesday night, Northeast Racers will be at 7:30 Eastern. Outcast SR8s will be at 9 Eastern. And going to be a lot of great racing throughout the week this week. During the day, we'll be streaming some races. At night, we'll be doing some broadcasts. A lot of great stuff coming. So don't go anywhere. Like, share, subscribe. We're always live on Twitch and Facebook, and videos will go to YouTube shortly thereafter. Thank you all for watching tonight. Great night of racing. Thanks to all the Outcast boys. They did a great job. Y'all have a good night.